In my last reflection, I wrote about the practice of having the audacity to suck at something. Here are two things that I have had the audacity to suck at lately. One, improv comedy, and two, fly fishing. And it isn't even that you have to be terrible at the thing, really, to get the full benefit of the practice. It just has to be something that you are not already excellent at, that you're a little bit intimidated by, and that you are willing to try nevertheless. Both improv and fly fishing are things that had lingered a long time on my bucket list before I opened myself up through them to the various practices of audacity, courage, deliberate mediocrity, good-enoughness, and being more comfortable with feeling a little bit uncomfortable. With improv, yes and is the big thing. Holding a posture and practice of yes and is about being willing to go with the flow of whatever emerges in the scene that you are creating with your co-creators. So if your scene partner waddles up to you like a penguin, the best way to kill the scene is to fold your arms across your chest and say, "Penguins are dumb." But the best way to keep the scene going is to start waddling like a penguin right alongside of them and say something like, "I can't believe we finally got out." In the first scenario, you've got a stage with a grumpy guy on it standing at odds with a poor dumb penguin. There's not a lot of juice to that scene. But in the second scenario, you've got a stage with two penguins who just escaped from the zoo. That scene can go somewhere. With fly fishing, yes and also applies. I think. I'm still catching on. But I know last month when I was standing in a stream in North Carolina and my line got tangled up, I didn't just chuck the rod into the water and walk away. I said yes to the tangle. And I took a deep breath, and I took my time untangling it, and noted why my cast went awry in the first place, and smiled at the all-around beauty of the moment, and, do I need to reel you in on this one, or do you see it? Do you see the ways that a practice of yes and might help infuse some juiciness into your relationships? How that conversation with your partner, or that interaction with the stranger, might have played out differently by approaching it with a posture of possibility and co-creation. Do you see how a posture of yes and might help you untangle tangles in your workday, might help you shift from frustration, desperation, cynicism, to patience, dexterity, perspective? Now, yes and isn't always about literally saying yes. It's about staying open to the river's flow. It's about listening deeply to your scene partners. It's about being brave with your creative ideas while holding them generously enough to engage the co-creative process of a day. It's about showing up on the stage of your day, paying attention with curiosity, and ending up somehow on a penguin heist. It's about showing up to catch fish, and catching maybe a few fish, though maybe also none at all, but hooking firmly on, nevertheless, to the ways that the river moves, and the fish think, and the insects hatch, and the shadows form.